Hi, I'm Nicola. I'm from the UK. I'm going to review Ula Burgiel's Beginner Interior Design course. I'll start with a bit of background about why I chose to do it, and then I'll talk about what I thought about the course structure and content. So I recently decided to pursue interior design because before I was following quite a typical career path after my bachelor's in science. I was in the healthcare industry, which I did enjoy, but I knew I kind of wanted to follow a more creative field. And I've always loved interior design, so I thought, why not combine the two? So it was quite a daunting but mostly exciting realisation that I wanted to change career. So I firstly enrolled onto a diploma which has a lot of assignments and a lot of course material, which is great, but I soon realised that I thought a beginner's kind of crash course would be really helpful for me to just have a foundation to get going with that diploma. I saw Ula's videos on YouTube and then I looked into her beginner's course from there. I was really pleased to find Ula's course as it looked like it covered everything I wanted, and it was also in the ideal format that I also wanted, so really short videos that I could just binge watch, and I do prefer learning by listening and watching rather than reading, so it looked ideal for me. So since taking Ula's course, I definitely feel a lot more confident already. I feel that I'm already starting to think of myself as a designer. I'm having more confident conversations about my design ideas. I'm starting to suggest ideas to family members who are renovating, so I do feel like it's had an impact already. It won't only really help with my assignments in my diploma, but I can tell what I've learned from Ula will be really helpful to becoming a professional as well. What was clear throughout the course was that Ula clearly has a lot of insight from her experience as a designer. She shares loads of useful tips and also loads of mistakes to avoid, and she does explain the more complicated stuff very, very well, so it is really easy to understand. The course was exactly what I was looking for. It does cover a really wide range of topics. It starts with design basics and different materials, it goes through technical drawing and how to present your designs effectively. And then also putting your brand image together, and finally some basic business lessons for kind of how to start out in your career, which I particularly found really helpful because I didn't really have much idea about that before. And there are some things that I was really pleased to learn because I knew they wouldn't be covered in my diploma. For example, I learnt some basic but really relevant Photoshop skills that interior designers will use. She shared a lot of good websites and online platforms to use for different purposes, so making colour palettes from images or sourcing furniture and project managing something. So they were quite useful tips as well from someone who's clearly been in the industry. I did like learning a lot of those website tools because I can tell I will be using those a lot. So overall, in a really short space of time, I've definitely learned a lot and I do already feel more confident, so it's definitely had a large impact in this kind of transition to this new career. I was really impressed with how easy the course was to follow. So firstly, the structure was very clear. All of the videos are grouped into topics and all of the lessons had a really good flow throughout each topic. At the end of the topic, you have a list of action points that you need to do to ensure that what you're learning you are putting into practice. So you have to kind of hold yourself accountable to do those, but they are really helpful to start building up your portfolio of skills, especially as probably at this stage you might not have real life projects, but you can start to put together your kind of technical drawings and your mood boards and things that you are learning in Ula's course. The learning portal itself was really easy to use. You could easily find where you were in the course. You could jump back to certain videos and you can even favourite them, so you can find them in your favourites area. There's also a percentage bar at the bottom, which I liked because it could kind of track your progress through the course, and that was quite encouraging as well. So then each video within a topic is quite short, but I liked that because it meant that Ula only included the really relevant information that beginners would need to know. She would just get to the point, so I didn't find that I was learning unnecessary details. And another good thing about the videos being short was that you didn't have to sit down and commit to a really long lecture. You could just pop into the learning portal whenever you had time. So I would just go in and watch a couple of videos at a time, or I could get through a whole topic in one evening. So it's quite flexible in that sense. I found Ula speaks really clearly. She makes her content really easy to understand, and she's clearly very enthusiastic and also really encouraging, so it does support you throughout the course as well. If you have decided you want to pursue interior design as a career, not just a hobby, but you're not too sure where to start or how to start, then I would highly recommend this course. As I mentioned, it does cover a wide range of topics. You'll learn design tips and techniques, as well as introduction to kind of project management and setting up your brand. So there is a lot to it, and the structure does make it really easy to learn. On reflection, when looking back over the course, I think one of my favourite aspects was that I clearly have learned things in such a short time that would have taken me a really long time to pick up on my own, either searching online for hours or in a book, or on Photoshop trying to figure out things on my own. So I think it was quite like having a personal mentor to kind of show you the ropes, and she clearly has a lot of industry experience, but she is just condensing all of the key information into how and what she does day to day. Thanks for watching my review of Ula Burgiel's beginner interior design course, and thanks Ula for putting a great course together. If you do decide to go for it, then good luck and have fun.